Hello guys and welcome for another video with Finn, and in today's video I'm going to talk about the hero Bianca Drake. So how you can obtain her, what talentry you need to use, what are her skills and how to upgrade her skills, and how you can combine with other heroes, and if she's worth using your legendary fragment or not. So how to obtain her? So she's one of the leader legendary heroes. So like Victor, she is only obtainable by spending gems on the Guardian Roulette, and I believe the Guardian Roulette is very strange how that even actually pops up. Well, I thought it would be every Alliance League, but at the moment we haven't got that Guardian Roulette on this Alliance League, so I'm not too sure. Could be also during Archipelago Red as well. And if you have Victor on the previous Guardian Roulette, the next Guardian Roulette would be Bianca. So you need to have 10 fragments on the roulette, and you use 650 gems per spin. And if you want to have 10 spin, you need to spend like 5,850 gems. So it's quite a lot, and I think the rate is actually lower than the Lucky Roulette for the 10 fragment. So I would probably not recommend you to spend too many gems on that Guardian Roulette. I don't think it's really worth, but just try to get 10 fragment and unlock the heroes like Victor and Bianca. I think they're good heroes to unlock. Next is Talentry. So Talentry, she's a leader hero, and she's got a general and support as secondary talentries. I would definitely not recommend using her as the leader. I would definitely use her as the assistant most of the time. So if you want to use her as the leader, that's the talentry I would recommend. So I would max out the support talentry, and then I would use some points here to get a more regeneration, and then increase the squad defense, and then I would just select a few buffs here, especially this one for the squad traveling speed, and that would be it. So that's the build I would use for Bianca. So now skills. So first skills is Queen's Troop, and increase squad attack and defense by 38% for you and nearby allies up to 3 squads, and it lasts 4 seconds and also restores 60 rage instantaneously. Again, that's for 3 squads. Then you got the Queen's Trap, which increases squad defense by up to 24% and squad traveling speed by 20%. Then you got Queen's V Spawn, so increase squad attack by up to 20%, increase basic attack damage by up to 20% if the remaining squad size is less than 50%. And you got the last skill is Queen's Defense. Every 10 seconds grant a shield with a shield factor of 2800 to you and nearby allies, lasts 3 seconds and affect up to 3 squads. Once you awake her, so you go to skill enhancement of the first skill, and instead of increasing the attack and defense by 38%, increase by 42%, and instead of being on 3 squads, it's on 5 squad, and it also restores 60 rage to the 5 squad. So this is a really good skill to have. How I would upgrade our skills? Well, actually it depends. It depends how you want to use Bianca. You've got actually 2 options, and the first one is using her as buffing squad, and I think that's the primary role, and you should probably use her only as a buffing squad. And the second one is as speedster, so she's got traveling speed. So if you want to have like a good squad for moving on the battlefield and kill like farmers or do bounty ground or whatever was, maybe you can use her as well like this. So for the buffing squad, I would do the first skills first obviously, and then I would do like me here the second one to have more shield on your other squads, and then I would use the second one because you got more stat boost. So here you got 24% and here you got only 20%, and you got also the traveling speed, where this one only happens when the remaining squad size is less than 50%. So I would do this one first, second, third and fourth. For the speedster, I would do it slightly differently because you want to have more speed. I would still definitely use the first one first, and then I would do the second, and then the fourth, and then the third. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for the speedster. So how you can combine her with other heroes? So she's, in my opinion, the best as the assistant. I would probably never use her as the leader of my squad, and I would only use her as a buffing squad or buffing squad. And to pair her, you just need a really good infantry heroes with a defense talentry. So I would use Thunder, which is really good for debuffing squads as well. You see a reduction of attack on up to 3 squad fan shape area by 30% for 2 seconds, and actually you can also buff here the damage for you and Eva highlights by 15%. So Thunder, Bianca is a really good combination. You can also use Eddie, or you can also use Riven with Bianca, because with Thunder you're not using much the squad attack buff, whereas with Eddie or Riven they are more offensive, so it could be also nice to have more attack on that squad. So Eddie or Riven is a really good pick as well. For Speedster, I would say just use any really good rider heroes for speed. So you got like Park, you got Cynthia, you got so Cynthia here, you got May as well if you have her. You can also potentially use I would probably use Bianca as the leader in that case. So Bianca with Bella, or Bianca with Elena, and Elena would only use a speedster if you have Awaken, because awakening skills of Elena is 20% traveling speed and attack. So that's it for how you can pair Bianca with other heroes. And if she's worth using your legendary fragment, I think Bianca is one of a kind hero. She's the only legendary hero that can buff your squad that much. So she's really valuable on the field, and I personally think she's a must-have to have on the field and buff your other squads. I would definitely use your legendary fragment as well on her, but if you don't have a lot of legendary fragment to spend, I would only upgrade a first skill and the fourth skill, because these two I don't think they are really that valuable anyway, but she's definitely worth Awaken. So I would probably awake first some of your damage dealer heroes like Bella or Adut or Miyamoto or Eddie, like whoever, like Julia, and then once you've got a decent heroes and good squad, then I would awake Bianca and get this extra bonus. So that's what I would do, and that's actually what I'm actually doing right now. So I'm intending to awake Bianca once I awake probably Miyamoto and Robert, and then I'll start with her. So that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to like the video as well. It really helps the channel to grow. And I also wanted to thank you guys for watching my videos, and I also received quite a few comments in the game thanking me for all the good content I provide, and I'm really happy about this, and I'm glad that you find my video valuable. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye.